Hello friends, and welcome to the channel. This is Stormhaven Gaming, I'm John, and this is Foundation. Come on in, you're welcome. Okay, we are carrying on pretty much from where we left off last episode. Let's have a look. We have no access to entertainment. I mean, you're at work, so you shouldn't be looking for entertainment at the moment, but you have a pub right there. There is space. And there are a few berry brews for you to drink. So, you know, knock yourselves out. Enjoy. Okay, so how are we doing? Well, first of all, I've turned down the graphics a little bit because I am still getting a few issues with frame rate drops, bit of lag. It's yeah, it's a bit of an issue. I've basically turned the grass off, so we've just got the basic texture rather than the actual moving grass. Hopefully that will help. I'll see. We might get a few issues still, but we'll try to work around them. So over on this side of the village, we're doing all right. We've got ourselves our bridge over here, which looks rather spiffing. We've got our bailiff out here busy prospecting these resource nodes here. We've got a couple of other resource nodes on this island, which we can think about getting across to at some point. I think we got another one on that little one as well, yeah. And I think that's all we've got on the map. We've got our new sheep farm in here, which is now producing wool for us, which is good. We have a decent amount of wool, not a huge amount of cloth. We do have three fully staffed weavers. So in theory, they should be converting that into cloth, which is then going to be converted into clothing. That's not really happening at the moment. We'll keep an eye on that. We definitely want to increase that, because that's not great. Still no access to entertainment. You are right next to the pub. Plenty of space. Some berry brews. All right. Oh, we've got an innkeeper space there, so we'll chuck you in there and we'll promote you to commoner. Back over here, we are in the process of putting together our latest wheat farm. There we go. It's just finished. Ideally, we'll have 5 serfs to put in it, but at the moment, we don't. Where are we? One day till we get some more serfs in. All right, well, let's spin on till we get some more serfs in, shall we? Okay, there we go. Played on for a few days, and we've got ourselves a couple of new villagers. Let's fill that up, and we'll jump back across to it. There we are. Okay, we're going to need to put in a field. So let's have a look. We want to leave a gap up that side so we can get a path around it if necessary. So I guess we'll start it right behind the actual farm there. Still too small? Alright. There we go. Adequately sized. That will do. Let's shave it back from the path a little bit there as well. Right. That will do. So now we want to build a fence. And, let's go with a wattle fence then. I thought we'd put in a stone fence around these, but never mind. I was obviously wrong. We'll put the gate in just here. There we are. And we'll wattle around the edge. There we go. All done. So, build that. There we are. Right. So currently the field is resting, so that's fine. I feel like we could probably get a bit more housing in as well. That wouldn't be a terrible idea. So let's start by getting ourselves a well in just there. There we go. Right. There's that. We do need to look at getting citizens as well. So we need 10 houses at high density, which we can't do. If we have a look at our progression. We need, for high density, we need heavy fortifications, for which we need the next level of our labour tree, for which we need 150 labour splendor. Currently got 138, so it shouldn't be too difficult to push that up. In fact, we could probably do something with this tavern here, couldn't we? So let's go on to the tavern. Let's build, and I think we'll just free build some decorations around here, shall we? That's not a terrible idea at all. Let's get yeah, a few more tables. Where are our tables? I can't see them now. There we go. Some more tables. Let's get some of these scattered about the place, shall we? So I'll have one there. Another one on that little patch of green there, but we will change the design of it. And we can get a couple more on here as well, can't we? Let's do that. All right, let's try that and see if that helps us any at all. So we're on 138. They should add a little bit, I think. I feel like editing the building here and getting some of this decoration on. So we can get some ivy on there. And on there. That's a start. Yeah, all right. There's a lot of building stuff we could put on, but I don't think it's really really worth it at the moment. Let's get ourselves... Why are you showing us red? Never mind. Let's get ourselves a couple of benches along there. Okay, we're up to 140 already. We've just lost the commoner. Why did we lose a commoner? Is it because we're not getting all of the stuff we need? Let's have a look at our market. We've got meat. We don't have bread. Yeah, we're working on bread. I mean, nice, but also not nice. Yeah, I mean, there's just not much we can do about that at the moment. Thank you, autosave. Let's have a look. Where are our buildings? There we go. Where have we just lost the commoner from? Okay, there we go. It's our pavior. We've lost the commoner from our paviour's yard by the looks of it. Okay, well, we don't have any villagers at the moment, although there are some just coming in now, so we'll be able to fill that up. Yeah, I think we're going to need... Probably we're going to need more housing space. And we're going to need to look at making that suitable for commoners. Well, let's wait until these new villagers arrive. Hello. And hello. So one of you... Where's our paviour's yard? There we are. One of you can come straight in there. And be promoted to commoner. There we are. No access to housing. Who has no access to housing? You're a shepherd. All right. Yeah. All right. So more serf housing out here, I think. So again, we'll start with a well there. And then we'll pop in A little bit of residential housing area just up there. That's a lot smaller than I intended it to be. Never mind. There we go. We'll fill that area in. Yeah, that iron there isn't hugely helpful, is it? Never mind. Okay, so we've got that building. We'll pop that up there so I can see. And we also started building on the other side, didn't we? Yeah, we also started building just here, but that hasn't been done yet. I think we are potentially waiting for our fence to be built. Yeah, looks like that's being done. Okay, so once that's done, we'll get our wells built and hopefully we'll be able to get some people moving in. I should probably actually paint in a residential area here as well, shouldn't I? Back from the path a little bit. There we go. Yeah, okay. We don't have a lot of options when it comes to brush size here. It's either massive or tiny. But there we go. We'll put some housing in there. That should do for our farmers. Let's bring it a little further. There we go. So that should help our farmers. If they need somewhere to live, they can move in over here. There we go. And we've reached Labour Tier 4. 150 Splendour. Excellent stuff. Right. Nope, that's not the one I want. I want that one. And we need city fortifications. What else do we need? Tavern kitchen, mining taxes, labour privilege. The city market. Ooh. Maybe. Maybe. It's 35 influence to unlock. That is also 35 influence. We need more influence, definitely. I wasn't expecting to run out of influence so quickly. All right. We'll see what we can do. How are we going to increase that? I mean, trade would be a good way, wouldn't it? Let's have a look. So, trade routes. Your kingdom, your labour. Yeah, we've got the 2 labour ones already open. There's not a lot else we can do with those apart from continue to sell to them. All right, well, let's spin on for a few days. We'll get some of this building work done and then we'll come back. Right then, I've played on for a little while longer. As you can see over by our wheat farm, this little housing area that I set up is already pretty much full. I'm putting in a watch post over here and a watch tower, so that at least some of these will have some fortification, so we can upgrade should we need to. And I'm thinking I should probably actually just enlarge this a bit as well. Give us a bit more space up here. We don't have a huge amount of space up here, but we might be able to get another house in there, and if we come along this way, we'll be able to get another couple of houses along this side as well. Well, maybe just the one, but we'll see. There we go. Yeah, so that's already popular, which is nice. Over on the other side by our sheep farm, we currently have just the one house, but it is upgrading to a commoner residence by the looks of it. So that's interesting. We don't have fortification around here, unfortunately, at the moment. And I think we're a bit too far away. Yeah, a bit too far away from any watch houses to get any fortification in. So we'd need to build another watch house. I think I'll leave it for the moment. Will I? No, we do need it, don't we? All right, we're going to have to build another watch house then. Where are we there? That's in here. Watch post. Let's have a tower. They don't provide a huge amount of coverage, these. But we'll get it in and we'll bring it up a little bit. Let's stick a simple stone entrance on there. There we go. Build that. That should help. Yeah. Oops, we got another incoming visitor. Right. So we've got watch post there and a watch post there. Okay, we're starting to build, starting to sow our fields here. We have some wheat to be turned into flour. Is it worth putting in another windmill? It might be worth putting in another windmill. Alright, well let's try that. Let's get another windmill in. If we come across to where our first one is, we'll stick it up here. Behind the farms there. Alright, we've got some more building work to be getting on with. Over where our resource deposits are, we found marble. Great, not a lot of use. So let's get our... Where are we? This should be right next to it. It is. Let's get that prospected as well. So where are the other ones? Oops. Oh, hello, where are these? Oh, these are just beyond. Oh, alright. We have actually got some more hiding around the back here. Alright, well that's something at least. Okay, well let's let them get on with the building. We'll try and build up a stock of wheat and bread. Whether that will help or not, I don't know. Maybe the windmill will help. We'll have to see. Do we need... I don't think we need another bakery. We just haven't got the flour for it. So, yeah, we'll stick with this for the moment. Well, still waiting for things to be built, but we have ourselves a merchant. What do you want, merchant? Wheat for the elders. Yeah, probably not. The elders are looking for wheat to help a nearby village running low on food. One of their merchants saw your farm and wants to make you an offer. You want 200 wheat. Yeah, we have 3. I mean, we have 150, but most of that, I assume, is in the windmill or something like that. So, no. Sorry, off you go. Yeah, maybe ask for something that I can actually provide. I mean, wheat is a ridiculous thing to ask for because without 1 million farms, you just can't provide enough wheat to feed your own villagers, let alone anyone else's. Okay, we're getting a fair few villager path blocked messages, but that's because... these watch posts that we're building don't yet have doors. So, yeah, it's understandable that they can't get to work. Right then, our watch houses are built. We don't have many people in them, but we don't really need a huge number of people in them anyway. We could start spreading some decoration around. Wouldn't be a terrible idea. Let's give them a flower pot. We'll pop a flower pot in there, that's fine. Let's get a few rose bushes about the place as well. That wouldn't be an awful idea, would it? There we go. I mean, there shouldn't be many commoners living over here, although we do have a couple of commoners working in our watch posts. So it wouldn't be a bad idea to have some housing set aside for them. Okay, we are... sowing the next fields, are we? No, you're growing. Alright, you've managed to plant that much. That's terrible. Absolutely terrible. What is the point of having a field that is adequately sized for the number of workers if that number of workers can't actually fill the fields with crops? I mean, these ones right here, right next to housing. Literally right next to housing. Couldn't be any closer to housing. So it's not like they have a long way to go to get to work. I can understand it for this one. And to some extent for this one, but not really. But yeah, I don't really get that. And we've only found stone in that deposit there. Alright, fair enough. Right, let's send them off to the next one then. There we go. Yeah, I don't know why we're not growing more crops in these fields. It seems like I mean, having fields this large is a waste of space if they're not filling them with crops. I don't know. I don't get it. I mean, let me know in the comments if you understand it, because I certainly don't. I don't know what else I can do to increase the amount of crops we're growing. The wheat farm is full. The field is adequately sized. It's not too big. It's right next to housing. Yeah, I just don't know. I just don't know. Anyway, that's that. We are running very low on berries again. That's not ideal. Right, where can we get some more... Ah, there we go. I was going to say, where can we get some more gatherer's huts in, but... we can get a gatherer's hut in right here, can't we? That'll be a start. Where else? I think we've got one over here, have we? I thought we had one over here. Apparently not. Alright, well, let's get one over here then. There we go. There's another one. Now, obviously, we're going to need lots of people to work in these. But that's okay. We can probably manage to find some workers. Let's get another one over here as well, shall we? There we go. Okay, well, let's try that, see if that boosts our numbers there. We've got a fair amount of meat. We've got a fair amount of fish. Bread is... it's breading, you know. Our amount of cloth has increased. Our amount of clothes is slowly creeping up. So that's not too bad. I guess we'll see what happens. We've got more flour, but again, no wheat. Alright, well, let's spin on, I guess. Oh, we did unlock... yes, that's true. We did, didn't we? Let's unlock city fortifications. We've got our labour influence to do that, so let's get that unlocked. Okay, so that gives us... what does that give us? A city watchtower. Is that all? Oh, that gives quite a big area of coverage, doesn't it? All right. Okay. So, if I were to put that in there... I mean, I could put it in down there and get some good coverage, couldn't I? Yeah, let's put it in there. And see what that does for us. We've just got some villagers moving in. Alright, let's spin on and get some of this done. Okay, our city watchtower is done, and immediately all of these houses here are trying to upgrade. I mean, which is great. Absolutely great. It's going to rinse our resources, obviously, but yeah, that's all good. We've got villager path blocked. Where? In there. Yeah, we might have a problem there, mightn't we? Oh well, they are growing. That's a good thing. I did see that we had some... there we are. We got some more villagers on their way in. That's good, because we've got a couple of gathering huts here that could really do with getting some staff in them. I'm hoping that the villager path blocked messages are because there's no doors on any of this stuff at the moment. Ideally, that's going to be the case. Right, let's let all those in. We'll put 2 in there and 2 in there. That'll do for the moment. And hopefully that will increase the number of berries that we have available to us. Well, what do you know? Felsenheim is now a city. Lovely stuff. Right then, our high density housing is coming along nicely. We definitely have the 10 that we need. Unfortunately, for some reason, that's not marked that off. I don't really know why. Oh, let's get some people in there. Here we go. But we need a villager to promote to citizen. Now, we've got some tax workers here, so let's upgrade those to citizen. There we go. That's 1. And that's 2. So they have the space there. We don't have the luxury goods to keep them. So that's going to be a problem. And I don't know why this hasn't currently clicked up to mark that off. Never mind. We'll keep an eye on that. Oh, we've got something up there. What have we got? First citizen promoted. Yes. Yes, we do. We have done that. Definitely. Yeah, like I said, I'm not sure why that hasn't ticked over there. Definitely high density housing. This is also high density housing. This is technically high density housing, although it's still being built. That's high density. This is high density. Yeah. Maybe just have to wait for them to all be built before that'll actually count. Anyway, let's have a look. In terms of food, our berries are increasing slowly. That's not too bad. Bread, yeah, maybe. We've got a bit more flour, but that will be used pretty quickly. Looks like we're just about harvesting now, so that will hopefully increase. We'll get rid of that for the moment. Yes, hopefully this prestigious burg part 3 will tick over at some point soon. Don't quite know why it isn't yet, but we'll keep an eye on that. Our new gatherers' huts all have full staff in them, so that should be helping with our resource collection. Okay, right, we've got 102 common clothes in stock because I stockpiled them, because what I want to do... Where are we? Trade. Trade. Where's trade? There's trade. I want to unlock the trade route to middle. So let's do that. Okay, we can sell tools to them, which we can do because we have quite a lot of tools. So where are we? Tools. There we go. Sell all above. Ooh, 100 and... Let's say all over 100. That should be plenty to keep in our coffers there. Let's have a look at the trade routes again. I mean, I can buy gems. We'd need to set up a gold mine, or we could just buy jewellery and sell that. But that would be very expensive to do. Yeah, don't really know what we can do there. We do need them, obviously. We do need jewels. So, where was our gold mine? It's out here, isn't it? Yeah, alright. Let's... Come on. There we go. Let's connect that up and let's pop ourselves... it's difficult to see what's going on. That in there. Yeah, and then out here, we'll build ourselves a warehouse. There we go. So we'll pop that up there. That up there. And we'll spin on. Right then, still waiting for things to be built, but we have ourselves a courier by the looks of it. So what do you want, courier? Celebrating the labourers, the elders would like you to host a regional fair. This is an occasion to open up more trading opportunities by celebrating the fruit of hard labour. Ensure the mood at the fair stays high, your people will do the rest. We need to keep it above, what, 75? We're currently on 85. We should be able to do that. In theory. We'll see. Okay, over by our new expansion. So over here by our gold deposit, we need 10 more tools, which we have, and 20 more planks, which we just about have. We're running very low on planks because obviously all that building work in the centre of town is eating up our planks. But we should be able to get that done. I'm putting in a well just down here, in this area here. We'll turn this into another housing area, I think. It's probably the best bet. I've moved our warehouse over here just in case we want to build something on the marble deposit there as well. Okay. I think we'll leave it there for this episode. We are making progress. I don't know why we still haven't ticked off that requirement for the prestigious burg yet. Because as you can see, most of this is actually built now. We are just waiting for one or two left to finish off. Maybe that will happen. I don't know. We'll have to see next episode. But let me know your thoughts in the comments. Please do give us a like and a subscribe. Really does help the channel out. As I say, please give us any comments down below. And please join us next time. Till then, I've been John. This has been Foundation. Please do take care of yourselves. Stay safe. And bye-bye.